Are you guys happy?
I'm happy because alone and live.
Don't fall.
Like happiness.
Cause I'm happy.
Come along if you feel that happiness is the truth.
Cause I'm happy.
Clap along.
Happy, 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 happy.
Sunshine, very big thing is sunshine. Living in New York City, very big thing, New York City.
Oh God. I guess just kind of doing things spontaneously, not really thinking and having a set plan, because I think that when you're living in the moment and something just happens to you and you're forced to react to it in whatever way your brain just kind of tells you to, it's what you ultimately really want inside. So that's the way to like lead yourself to what you truly need and want and what would make you happy.
What brings me happiness is getting to connect with really good friends and do really cool things with them.
What brings me happiness? I think I feel happiest when I'm not expecting to feel happy, when all of a sudden I feel like I'm not worrying about anything and all of a sudden I'm, with somebody or some people that make me really happy, and all of a sudden I just feel completely peaceful and carefree.
Happiness is when I connect with a stranger that I don't know anything about, and then 5 minutes later I feel like I have this genuine, real connection, and to be able to hear about their stories and to share their stories and to be able to find similarities when maybe by appearance you would think they were not.
I like seeing other people just being really genuinely nice to each other. Like when you see someone help the little lady cross the street, or if someone drops something, seeing those little acts of kindness every day makes me really happy.
For me, it's making other people happy and connecting with others too. So when I'm doing something nice for somebody, it makes me happy, and I feel a connection with them as well.
A lot of things bring me happiness. I like clothing, so I look up clothes and look at designs and just go window shopping.
Happiness to me is nurturing and sincere and genuine and authentic community. I think that's really important to me, and when I see other people discovering the good in each other, I feel like we all have good in us, and if I'm good, somebody else, that goodness will come out of that other person. And seeing those interactions is extremely important.
That's a tough question. Just the ability to reflect. I mean, sitting out here in the park, it's sunny, it's warm, get to see other people enjoying their lives, kind of puts a pause on my life and lets me feel like there's something bigger than myself at this moment in time.
I'm going to ask you about the 12 happiness activities.
Okay.
According to a positive psychologist, and it's actually proven to enhance your overall well-being and happiness.
Oh, okay.
Do you count your blessings?
On days that I have, I've had bad days, I think back, wow, I have this. Oh, wow, I did it. This is cool. I should be thankful for the things instead of being jealous of someone, or instead of being upset that I didn't get to do something.
Do you feel like you have nurturing relationships with friends and family?
Definitely, especially I've had better relationships here at college with friends and any of my friends in high school, and I got really close to my family as I grew up.
Do you savor your moments? Do you take it in?
Yeah, when I'll, that's funny because I'll be somewhere and then I'll be hey, on Monday when I'm in class, I should think of this because I'm not going to be having fun on Monday morning in class. So I guess, yeah, sometimes I do.
Do you try not to overthink and compare yourself to others?
Oh my God, I try, but that never happens. That's so hard for me. I always compare myself to others, and it's very bad.
Well, happiness causes wealth, just because if you have a whole bunch of random things that you don't really need, it's not gonna make you any happier than someone who truly understands when you have nothing and then you have that one thing that would make you happier than anything else.
And I think it's easier to be happy when you're wealthy because you have less worries, but certainly happiness is independent of wealth.
Well, we got married recently.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
A few weeks ago, yes.
Congrats.
Probably when my friend first told me that she was in remission because she had been battling cancer for 6 months, and it was a really big win, sort of. Even though it didn't mean that it was over, it still felt really, really good. Probably when she passed away. And that was about a year later.
My happiest memory is my first child. Losing one of my twins during birth.
I definitely think there's a certain feeling that New York gives off that's different than anywhere else, yeah. I definitely think you can feel it just when you're like walking around or looking at the city, yeah.
So there's different ways you can look at it. You can think of the city attracts a certain kind of people, or the city makes a certain kind of people. I'll probably say it attracts a certain kind of people rather than it makes them to a certain degree. But no, I think you can find your happiness anywhere. So it's more of an internal thing rather than an external thing. If anything, the city makes you unhappy.
Yes, I really do. I mean, you can find happiness everywhere, but especially in New York City, I know personally, some days I'm just like walking around and it just hits me and I'm like, wow, I'm actually living my dream in New York City, and it just puts a smile to my face. And just being around in this cool atmosphere, meeting new, different, unique people, always finding and discovering new places to go out. It's beautiful. I love New York City.
I don't. New York depresses me. I have a hard time living here. I haven't found happiness in New York, so I don't think there's a unique one. If anything, I think there might not be any harder place to live.
I think it is a different happiness found in cities than in places that are not cities.
I think New York is one of the more unique cities because you see other people like Washington Square being happy. You can't help but be, affected by their happiness. It's tough to be pissed off when you see a bunch of little kids grabbing balloons.
Absolutely. I think that New York is something that everybody romanticizes and fantasizes about coming here. And, there's always, people want to get used to living in New York, and people want to, know their way around on the subway and be able to navigate the streets without thinking about it. But really, you never get used to how beautiful the skyline is and, like, how many fun things there are here to do. So I think there's definitely unique happiness in New York.
No, that's not true.
I'd say with others. Well, if I like them. If I like them, then definitely with others.
Definitely feel happier sharing experiences with others.
Absolutely others.
I'm an introvert by nature, but I definitely feel happier and more energized when we're around.
I'd agree. I think it has to be a balance of both. I'm also an introvert by nature, but you need that connection, you need that social exchange, and I need both.
When I was younger, my mom used to play with my hair, and I have a sense memory of hair touching my back, and whenever I feel like hair touching my bare skin on my back, it brings me happiness. It makes me think back to that nice memory that I had with my mom.
I have a song that I used to sing with my grandpa, and I actually can't remember the name of it, but the lyrics are "Hello my honey, hello my baby, hello my ragtime gal," and that is like the happiest memory I have.
I would say a specific sensory memory that I have is when people like go like this on my arms. When I was little, my mom, I could never fall asleep.
I mean, I guess I have a smell. I'm from Hershey's, so it's not like this anymore, but the town used to smell like chocolate. And I don't know, it would be so cool, I guess. It would be yummy in a way because I love chocolate, and having a town that smells like chocolate.
Yeah, definitely. It's like certain smells, especially like when they're perfumes, will remind me of the time during when I had them. For example, like a Hilary Duff perfume will remind me of like middle school and when I used to wear like all the Britney Spears and Hilary Duff perfumes and how ridiculous I was.
I mean, that's tough. I think it's very few and far between that I get a chance to stop and smell the roses, so I don't really get to put it into perspective, but, you know, I try to.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Ok, je passe vraiment du bon temps à New York, c'est vraiment super, c'est mortel.